So I'm just gonna do a quick little review on being new as a rookie to the real estate game, coming to an office, finding a broker, onboarding, the stuff that you really have to do before you can get started making money selling houses. First of all, I want to say real estate is one of them industries that is like wide open. It's a gateway to life. It's a leg up, like to a young person that's motivated, hustling. Like can take you. You can probably. I failed a test without studying. I took my 40 hours of training. That's one of the requirements. You have to do 40 hours of training to have a broker. I have to pass the state exam. So I did the 40 hours of training in the office, completed some testing associated with that. Then I went ahead and signed up for the state test. I was able to take that down in Southfield. The test is hard. It tricked me. I didn't study for it. I was unprepared. Still shocked that I failed it. Missed by about 6 questions, short of passing. Immediately called and registered again for Friday. 2 days later, went and studied. Probably studied for about 6 to 8 hours. Had an excellent study guide. Without that study guide that an agent made for me in the office, because that test is different than any college exam. The test is worded very deviously to trick you. Like it's very tricky. You need to read it slow, and again, I have a great study guide for passing it, and it's not that. It's probably about 30 to 40 pages. It's really all the pertinent material, and like I said, I was lucky. Shout out to Brittany Schooley from EXP for blessing me with that study guide. But basically, yeah, the test was like, I think 100 and you have 180 minutes. It's maybe 125 questions. Requires like 70% passing. The math's pretty hard, but once you understand the concepts of the math, if you can grasp the concept, the math should be the easy ones, because the math's always gonna play out right. You want to know, and it's multiple choice. Basically, so I passed, and I think I passed quite well. When you pass, they don't tell you how many you got right or wrong or what area. When you fail, they kind of break it down for you a little bit, show you what areas you did well or poor in, basically. So, but after that, beyond that, there's more expenses. You have to join a board. You have to maybe pay an office fee. There's a lot of fees associated with starting up with this. Also, you're gonna rely heavily on your sphere of influence and your network in the beginning. So think about that, consider that before jumping into this, because it might take a few months to get your sea legs. Now, if you want to go the traditional route, this is a great office for that. The PC team, Peter Fry Canterbury team out of Grand Blanc with EXP, because Darren's got the keys to the game. I think he's got maybe 25 years or more of experience here, and he's got the method down. But it does require pretty much like a 9 to 5 or 8 or even 7 to 5 routine for at least 5 days a week, plus time commitments on the weekend. But that's pretty much the guaranteed route to success that pretty much anybody can take, and that's involve a lot of phones and cold calling, things of that nature, right? So for me personally, my style is going to be warm business, and Darren's partner Christy, we kind of have a similar style. But so a real estate office around here, great people, great team atmosphere, great attitudes. People are really busy. It's important that coming into this, that you understand that every agent is their own business. You're responsible really for generating your own business. People will help you, and your broker, and particularly here with this team, with the PC team, Darren and Christy are very helpful and ready to help, but still, it's a lot that you have to do on your own and figure out. Just a lot of electronic stuff. It seemed like going back and forth with Lyra, with the brokerage, with EXP somewhere else, and all these different things. So it's a pretty intensive process. I've been at it for a month now. I decided not to pursue the cold business, but rather to focus on a marketing campaign and go ahead and create a social media presence So that way, I try to build my network and build my sphere of influence up. But just, yeah, word of caution going into it. Budget yourself, 2 to 3 months. Either way, if you're doing cold calling, now if you've got the social media or the sphere of influence, like I said, I was licensed. I don't even think it took 3 weeks to get licensed. It takes some time for your license number to transfer to the brokerage and whatnot. But if you can, if anybody out there, if you can line up, ahead of time some business, and you got some things you can get, licensed and get to doing transactions in under a month. But just know that, for the first few months, you're gonna have to really have the drive behind yourself and put the time, effort, energy, and expenditures into building your own business. It's not a situation where you're just gonna walk into business and walk into clients. So I just wanted to give everybody heads up on that. Anybody want some more information on real estate, or want me to break down the test, or what it's like in the different offices I've been in so far, because I'm still a rookie, new industry, but I'm infiltrating, so I'm gonna figure out a couple different angles to the game and try to crack it open. So but again, real estate is it's a good business to be in, and you should have your license. People should just have a license. It's not hard to get. Like I said, I think the training itself, the training modules, the 40 hours, that had a cost. It was $250 in the office. They had some type of discount, so it wound up being $150. The state test was weird. The first time was like 88, and the second time was like 79. So right around that for that part, you get that out of the way pretty quick, and get your license. But if you want any more information about this brokerage, I'm with some of the best people in the industry in Michigan, anyway, without a doubt. So that's the PC EXP team, located on South Saginaw Dixie Highway, Grand Blanc, Michigan. So yeah, man, any information, any assistance I can give somebody new, it's not hard to do. Take me a couple minutes. So hit me up, let me know what's up.